Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Dumb Creepcast.
Are we already up to episode 5?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. Wait, did you say Dumb Creepcast? Is the, the Caledonian Creep Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the Caledonian Creep Show. Today, we're reading a story that was originally published on r/Creepcast as When Life Gets Boring, I Skip Ahead.
What do you think it's going to be about, just like based on that?
So immediately, I thought of the movie Click, which you told me you haven't fucking seen.
No, I don't know what that is.
Which is insane.
I went outside as a child.
So it's an Adam Sandler movie. And it's bad in all the ways that Adam Sandler movies are bad.
Yes, I can imagine.
Good in all the ways Adam Sandler is good. And I feel like Click is a pretty great example of one that's like 50-50 down the middle, maybe 40-60.
Okay, what's it about though?
He goes to the Bed Bath and Beyond. And Christopher Walken gives him a TV remote that fast forwards his life.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. You could have just said that you thought it was going to be about time travel.
But the Bed Bath & Beyond product placement is crucial to the movie.
I've never been to a Bath & Beyond. Oh, wait, yes, I have. With you?
We went to a Bed Bath & Beyond?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No,
in
we
the
didn't.
Mall.
When?
when we went to the mall together. There's a Bed Bath & Beyond.
What did we
mall.
get?
I didn't get anything because it was too expensive.
Why did we go?
Because I wanted to look around. I wanted to.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah,
I don't think
you were seething the entire time.
To a Bed Bath
yeah, you were
Beyond.
seething the entire time. You were
Why
like,
did we go in?
You were like, I don't want to go into the Bed Bath & Beyond.
Why did we go into Bed Bath & Beyond?
I don't want to smell all the chemicals. And I'm like, yay, I want to smell all the chemicals.
Are you sure you're not talking about like Victoria's Secret or something?
We did go into Victoria's Secret as well for different reasons.
I don't remember any of this. I don't remember any of this at all. Anyways, we're getting into the story now. Wow. Also, first, I just wanted to note, for some reason it was published on r/Scary Stories as well. Yeah. But the title was changed to When I Get Bored, I Skip Ahead.
What's it in the Creepcast?
When Life Gets Boring, I Skip Ahead.
Toss up for that one. Either or is kind of fine. I think when I get bored, I skip ahead.
We need to skip ahead to the
Yes,
episode.
okay. I skipped my entire shift today. I came to as I stepped off the subway. My head was a bit foggy, and I vaguely remembered the day. Hours of driving strangers around the city. Glimpses of lives far more interesting than my own. Normally I didn't skip entire shifts, but I wasn't in the mood today. I discovered this ability when I was a teenager. One particularly tiresome day of school, I wished I could just skip to the part where I got to go home. Then I did. I blinked and I was on the bus, on my way home. I've honed and perfected it in the years since that moment. Now I'm never bored. Awkward client, skip. DMV wait, skip. Wife wants me to spend quality time with the kids, skip. I didn't ask for these obligations. I just want to relax and enjoy myself. When I'm skipping, my body apparently just acts normal. It does whatever I would normally do in any given situation, like running on autopilot. So it doesn't really matter if I skip every time I'm alone with the kids. They're still getting the proper bonding time my wife won't shut up about. When I made it to the apartment building, I found an out of order sign on the elevator. Headed to the stairs, I shoved the door open, and in a blink I was at my floor. In another blink, I was at my door. I was especially lazy today. I unlocked the door and was treated to the smell of cooking bacon.
God.
I mumbled as the door clicked shut behind me.
I'm starving.
Welcome home, my wife said. She stood at the oven, picking through strips of bacon on a pan. She was still wearing her uniform. My wife was a police officer. I dodged around my youngest son on his high chair and joined my wife in the kitchen. She had a plate of freshly cooked bacon on the counter. Marlon has been so excited to see you, my wife said. Wants to show you something.
Sure,
I said, plucking at a strip of bacon from the plate.
Marlon, where are you hiding at?
A boy sauntered out from the hallway. He jumped onto the couch and sat with a pout. I walked out into the living room, chewing on my bacon.
What do you want to show me?
I asked. Marlon watched me closely. He had that look on his face that always got on my nerves. I couldn't tell you why we named him Marlon. My wife was in labour for 30 hours. I ended up skipping about halfway through. When I came back, my son was named Marlon.
Marlon?
I said.
What is it?
His face didn't change. The boy looked like a dumb pug, too busy struggling to breathe to think properly. Forget it. Skip. 5 minutes. Just enough to resolve whatever that was. What was I supposed to say? Maybe my autopilot figured something out. Marlon was smiling when I turned away from him. We gathered at the table, sharing the plate of bacon.
Is this all we're eating?
I asked. Yup, my wife said. Bacon day. Come on, we do this every month. I laughed.
Yeah, I remember.
I always forgot bacon day. What a weird habit. I wasn't as obsessed with bacon as my wife clearly was. Skip. I blinked at the dark ceiling. My wife clung to me, our naked bodies brushing together. What? We were in bed? My wife peeled away, groaning and popping her back. Will you turn the kitchen light off? She asked through a yawn.
Sure.
I put on some underwear and walked out into the dark apartment. The only light on was the faint glow from the kitchen. I hadn't meant to skip the entire evening. Just dinner. Whatever. I flicked out the kitchen light and shivered. The thermostat was set way too low. I adjusted it before heading back to bed. I skipped without thinking about it. Just 20 seconds to get me back to bed. But I came to in my taxi. I jerked forward, leaning on the horn. Calm down, man.
A woman said in the back. I straightened in my seat, watching traffic grind slowly on. What?
Calm down.
The woman said again.
We'll get there when we get there, jeez.
I had to actively stop myself from skipping this woman out of my cab. Something was wrong. How much time had I lost? This wasn't the first time I'd overshot. When I first learned to do this, I would sometimes skip hours where I meant to skip minutes. But this was potentially half a day.
Hey, you missed my turn!
The woman shouted, beating against the barrier between the front seats. Skip? It was a reflex. I came to as I got out of my cab. My shift was over. On my phone, I found out that I'd lost a month. I'd never skipped more than 3 days, and that was because my wife was furious and wanted a divorce. Somehow in those 3 days, I'd convinced her to change her mind. A coworker had parked next to me, an older woman with thinning gray hair.
You been pulling this week, huh?
She said. Sure. I quickly left. The subway was slower than I preferred. Something came up and they had to stop for an hour. My knee bounced and I checked my phone 3 times. No texts or missed calls. My ability was growing more powerful. That was all. I needed to be more specific with my skips. I considered doing it, trying out a couple of minutes to test it, but I hadn't even been home yet. What if something had changed in the month I'd missed? I only had vague memories of that time, faint laughter and balloons. Oh, wasn't Marlon's birthday coming up? How old was he now? My knee bounced faster. Everything was fine. My wife and boys were at home. They were waiting for me. 2 minutes. Skip. I didn't skip 2 minutes. I was standing on my apartment floor. My back was against our door, facing the hallway. Behind me, faint sobs, broken only by coughing. I slowly lowered my head, finding a bruised knuckle. I flexed my fingers, my knuckle aching. What? I pulled away from the door, legs unsteady beneath me. A wail came from the other side. No. 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 I whirled around, grabbing the doorknob and twisting. Locked. A scream tore from the other side, shrill as it ripped through my head.
Get away!
Someone begged.
Get the fuck away from me!
Wait! My own voice was stiff. Who was that? My wife? My knuckle ached.
I'll shoot you if you come in here, you hear me?
Listen to me! I shouted back, trying the knob again. But what could I say? What should I say? What had I done? I hadn't done anything wrong. I had to explain whatever happened in that apartment. It hadn't been me. I'd avoided explaining my ability to anyone for so long, but now was the time. She had to understand. Footsteps. I hardly noticed them when hands rained down upon me. I was taken to the floor in a heartbeat. 3 people, 2 women and a man. I didn't catch their faces. I only caught their fists. Blow after blow.
Get him up.
A blonde woman ordered.
Come on.
2 pairs of arms dragged me to my feet. I dangled limp in their grasp.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Blonde spat.
Cassie is the one good thing you got. And you think you're going to get off with beating up on her?
The hallway fell quiet. The only noise was the sobbing beyond my door. Tears welled in my eyes. Everything hurt. A blow landed on my back. The man grunted, holding me still. I arched back, mouth gaping. I couldn't even make a noise. These people, fellow cops? Had my wife called them? Why? I'd hurt her. No, the autopilot was supposed to do what I would normally do. I wouldn't hurt her. What happened? I couldn't remember. Damn it. What day was it?
Say something!
Blonde yelled.
Don't you give a shit about the baby?
Baby? Oh, my other son. What was his name?
Hasna.
Blonde barked.
Check on Cassie.
The other woman, Hasna, let go of me and moved to the door. That's my wife, I blurted.
Now you want to talk?
Blonde cocked an arm. I had a second to flinch before her fist crashed into my nose. Something cracked. I screamed and staggered back, falling free of the man's grasp and landing on the floor. My nose didn't feel right. I tasted blood. I clasped it to my nose with trembling hands. Cassie? It's Hasna. Can I come in?
Hasna knocked gently at my apartment door. The only response was more crying. I tried to get up, but my head was swimming. Come on, Blonde said, walking up to me. The man followed. Both of them loomed over me.
What's going on out here?
A man popped out an apartment down the hall.
I'm calling the police!
We are the police, Blonde said, flashing a badge at him. Get back in your apartment. My apartment door opened. I glimpsed the view before the man stepped forward, blocking my view. I saw her for a fraction of a second. My wife, Cassie. Her face was bloodied. Her mouth hung open and her eyes were squeezed shut. Every part of my body sank. All of my strength sapped into the floor. I couldn't have done that. It wasn't me. I almost did it. Right then I almost skipped. But that was what caused this. I caused this. Jesus Christ. Blonde knelt before me. Her eyes were puffy and her face was flushed. God help me. I should put a bullet in your head right fucking now. I couldn't stay here. The autopilot always did what I would do. I thought of Marlon's smiling face, what I'd felt like an hour ago. I couldn't have done that. I hardly knew how to talk to that kid. Something went wrong, but I would fix it. I would make it right. Blonde grabbed him by the collar and gritted her teeth in my face. Skip. I opened my eyes to light. My head throbbed and my back ached. I leaned forward in a metal chair, finding my hands bound to the table in front of me. I winced and took in the barren room. A door opened and a woman in grey stepped in. She was holding files.
What day is it?
I asked, looking up at her. The woman said nothing. She sat across from me, expression flat. Answer my questions first, she said, slapping the files down. I nodded stiffly. My knees started to bounce. I was arrested for hurting my wife. Should I try and explain my ability to this woman? It wouldn't matter. All she'd see was an abusive husband. I balled my fists. As I did, I lowered my eyes and found scratches all over my arms. I stared at them. You can request a lawyer if you like, the grey woman said. It's within your rights.
I haven't done anything wrong,
I said carefully.
Where is my wife?
Her eyes tightened. Her mouth became a flat line. I'm going to ignore that, she said. On the morning of your wife's death, where were you? I stammered. You aren't going to answer? She flipped through her files. I have surveillance of you arriving at that building an hour before the murder. I didn't speak. I couldn't wrap my head around what she was saying. My wife had been alive. There were cops. Did you abuse your wife? Gray held out a picture. It was my wife. Her face was bloodied. I averted my eyes, chest started to heave. If you want a lawyer, just say the word, Gray said. You were a lot more talkative this morning. What had I said? My eyes returned to the scratches on my arm. 3 cops reportedly arrived at your residency and found Casey Myers beaten to a pulp. X-ray revealed a cracked skull. Gray slid the paper across the table, closer to me.
I didn't do it.
I mumbled.
It wasn't me.
Who was it? Gray asked. Don't tell me she fell down the stairs. I looked her in the eye, summoning all of the steel I can muster.
I have the ability to jump through time.
I said.
I can skip parts of my life.
Gray cocked an eyebrow. Mr. Mays, she said, your wife is dead. No, she wasn't. She couldn't be. I didn't kill her.
I've been skipping too much.
I blubbered, tears wetting my cheeks.
I skipped and I found her like that. It was the other me. I wasn't there when it happened.
It all spilled out, jumbled and frantic. You know what? Grace slapped her files. You're a time traveler, huh? What's it like? How's it feel to skip over your life?
It was nice.
I said.
But
Jesus. She shook her head and got up. I hope you understand just how screwed you are. She gathered her files but left a picture of my wife on the table. Then she was gone. I couldn't look at it. She wasn't dead. I skipped it. Why had I skipped so much? I tried to remember, to focus on the lost time. Screams. My son face down on the floor. My wife standing between me and him, shouting at me. The plate in my hand. The sound of it shattering against her head. Blood. Why didn't I stop hitting her? It felt strangely numb then, when I understood it all. I'd lashed out at her, beaten her, twice. But one time she didn't survive. This numbness was familiar. The same numbness I felt when I first discovered this ability. A boy sitting in the back of the class, too bored to pay attention. Moments away from learning his magical potential. Is that what this was? Magic? What if it wasn't real? What if instead of skipping, all I'd been doing was closing my eyes? Whatever. I knew somehow that I would be okay. It didn't matter. I didn't have to stay here. I would skip and keep skipping until I couldn't anymore. Skip.
that was really fucking good. What did you think?
I really loved that all the way through. I think the writing is so strange. Obviously, like, we were tripping up a lot doing that.
Yeah.
So, and you can't see it on this, but it's written a sentence at a time.
Right.
With breaks in between. It almost feels distant, which I really love the writing. It feels disconnected to the character. Really fantastic. Obviously, you know, representing his disconnect from it. And I think it's interesting seeing, you know, this is obviously a shitty, unreliable character here. He doesn't want to spend time with his kids. He doesn't want to feel. He doesn't want to have the human experience. And that's exactly what he's given. He loses his humanity through not caring. And that is fantastic. I think getting to the point, you'll see it when you're looking back, getting to the point where it's him outside the door and the reveal that he's hurt his wife, I just smiled.
Yeah.
What an incredible, incredible story.
It's so good.
It could have easily been really far out there, really far removed, but this is a very grounded story about the loss of humanity.
This is, if I had to sum it up, this is Adam Sandler's Click if it was written by like an indie director.
Back to Adam Sandler's Click. We gotta watch this after this.
No, it's the exact same premise.
Oh, really?
Except with like all the fart jokes cut out and the serious moments are actually serious.
No,
this was great.
Yeah, I really fucking loved this. The writing, it felt very, very emotional.
The teeny tiny little nitpick I'd make that I didn't really care for was the dialogue of the gray woman at the end interviewing him. That felt like a little bit over the top, like that belonged in like a schlocky action
Yeah,
story.
I was gonna say her dialogue felt a little weird.
Because everything else felt really grounded and like legit moment to moment. And that last little bit just kind of took me out of it a bit.
Every character,
but it's fine.
Every character felt like they had a personality, but I didn't feel like the grey woman.
No.
She sort of was like cool one second and like up in arms the next. I didn't really know where that was going.
I feel like if anything, if they wanted to go for like the cheesy kind of interrogation scene, it should have just been the woman who was there.
Cassie, what's her name?
Blonde.
Blonde, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Great name. Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
You know? What happened to those police officers? No, did he kill those police officers? Well, I'm sure he did in that scene.
Oh, you think so?
Well,
maybe
his wife is dead, and they were holding him down.
No, they would have mentioned that he also killed cops.
But then, how did he kill his wife?
Oh, the way I pictured it, in my mind, was he talked himself out of that situation, but then still killed his wife in the end.
I was thinking that when he skips in that moment, he loses track of time. Maybe he somehow gets like, I don't know, like inhuman strength or whatever. But he that's when he kills his wife in that moment.
No,
towards the skip.
Because it's way ahead of time.
Sure, you're right.
And none of those people are involved, and it was a different scenario.
Okay.
She wasn't on the other side of a door.
That's fair.
She was between him and the kid. So I think
you're right.
I think whatever happened, that situation was resolved in some way. And then he killed her.
He says that
still in that same long skip.
That's fair because he did say that he attacked her twice, but she died once.
Right.
I don't know why. I think just because it's disconnected like that, it's like I didn't quite pick that up.
No,
I
that's
thought
the
that
point,
was
though,
exactly the inciting incident.
No,
but I find his apathy towards his own kids especially interesting.
It's great.
Even towards the end, he doesn't care about his kids. He only cares about his wife. I think that's very, very interesting. Just apathetic from start to finish.
And he seems to like recall less as it goes on, as he starts skipping more too. It's really great. And then just having it be vague on whether he was really skipping at all. It's so great.
I loved the way it was written. I can tell the author put endless thought into it, into each word that was written, into how it was written.
Yeah. I love
really
the style too.
Me too.
It's very distinctive.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else written like this, you know? It's very unique.
I don't know if this author has anything more in terms of scary stories. Oh, they do. So we might go back to them, but I'd like to read a lot of their not so scary stories just in my own time. It looks really good. Yeah. This author writes smart, so I would like to read it.
This person has a book that they published linked that's 18 plus. If you like jerking off, go check it out. Go click on their book.
I would really like to read it actually. I'm kind of a connoisseur of smut.
Amazing. Yeah, that was really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Super good.
No, like honestly fantastic. I think the writing specifically stood out to me the most out of anything we've read.
And as usual, please go give this some love, because like on the Creepcast subreddit, this got 10 upvotes.
Yeah.
On the Scary Story subreddit, it got 66.
Absolutely.
This deserves way more. So good, far and away.
Fantastic.
Above the average.
I think better than what's on like the most rated page.
It always is.
Nosleep
It always is.
whatever.
No, we've done. This is the 5th story, right?
Yeah.
5 stories, 5 for 5. Not counting the 2 that we did as part of Dumb Creepcast. Like, the small stories are always better.
Absolutely. Like, I will say
they always have so much more heart.
If you ever like no sleep stories or whatever, I will say I read lots of them per day, and there's some there's 5 really good big ones. So you got Baraska, you got Left Right Game, whatever, Pen Pal, etc. You've got those big ones that are on it. And then the rest of them are kind of shit. They're just very popular. What the real meat is, especially nowadays, is just looking at the most recent stories, looking at whatever piques your interest.
Sort by new people.
Yeah, honestly,
look at the new things.
that is how I've discovered all these stories. And I will genuinely say, since I've been looking at stories like that, not just looking at popular stories, I feel like I've enjoyed every story we've done.
Listen, people, if you're sick of this sequel, remake, reboot, trash culture we live in, be the change,
If you
okay?
feel like there's no
Look
good
at the
stories,
new No Sleep stories.
You feel like there's all the good No Sleep stories have been covered on like Dumb Creepcast,
Dumb
on
Creepcast.
regular Creepcast,
Regular Creepcast.
or like whatever. Look at the new ones. They're honestly fantastic.
So good.
Really, really good.
So good.
And we'll continue to do them.
Yeah.
Show them off.
Come to Caledonian Creep Show, the only channel that's bringing you a bunch of unknown underground shit. It's pretty epic.
And we have a dog, so we're much better.
And we have a dog.
Yay, the dog.
Hello. Hello.
A very tolerant dog.
All right, guys. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye. I still don't love you guys.
I love you all. I love
still
you.
don't.
I love you. Oh, Nova Doggy was talking to you. I did the Nova Doggy voice. Oh, you. Oh, you good boy.
Cringe, 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 cringe.